Garden ideas: 30 beautiful designs you'll love for your yard. The design tips, garden ideas and planting tricks you need for the perfect backyard. Image credit, RHS/Sarah Cuttle. This roundup of garden ideas will help inspire you to create a wonderful retreat in your backyard. Garden ideas can cover everything from quick improvements, such as new containers packed with blooms, to larger-scale projects, such as redesigning an area of your garden for vegetables. In good weather, our gardens are our go-to spaces. They have the power to create the peace, purpose, and pleasure we all need in our lives. Plus, they can provide us with cut flowers, vegetables, and herbs. So, if you're looking for garden inspiration and design ideas for your outdoor spaces, look no further than our pick of the best garden ideas for any size or shape of space. Garden ideas. We have covered garden ideas of every manner in this guide, from coastal to English to vegetable garden ideas. Take inspiration to create a space that's personal and special to you, whether a relaxed and informal family space, or a more formal garden design. Latest videos from Home Sand Gardens. Latest videos from Home Sand Gardens. 1. Grow a garden you can bring indoors. Image credit, Getty Images. If you love flowers, why not plan a cut flower garden? All this really involves is planning your planting around the blooms you love. It might be that you indulge in typical English garden ideas, such as rose garden ideas, for example, or perhaps Mediterranean garden ideas are more suited to your local climate. Plant roses among grasses and perennials, with the plan to let them intermingle, says award-winning garden designer Colm Joseph. When choosing roses, go for those with simpler, open flowers that are closer to the wild or hedgerow roses, rather than anything too ornamental or blousy. Although wild roses only usually flower once in early summer, they produce beautiful hips for fall and winter interest. And if you're looking to keep your roses, and all other plants, healthy, then you may need to learn how to add calcium to soil. This act will ensure the soil is at the best pH for growth, as they encourage strong cell walls that ensure the plant grows upright. 2. Grow a kitchen or herb garden. Image credit, Future/Lee Clapp. You needn't have a large space to grow fruit, vegetables, or herb. You can be creative with kitchen garden ideas and grow it all in one huge pot, or in a series of container gardening ideas. If you are a beginner to gardening or have little time for maintaining a garden, herb garden ideas are simple and satisfying, says Homes and Gardens garden editor Rachel Crow. You can grow enough in a container like the one above, in a window planter, or even indoors. 3. Pack a punch in a narrow space. Image credit, Future/Anaic Gitney. If you are looking for plenty of planting but have a thin plot, look to clever narrow garden ideas. One of the best is to put in neat raised beds and layer planting, from tall to mid-height to low, to make your flower beds pack a punch. Planting trees to espalier is a good way to create screening and plenty of greenery without allowing trees' branches to protrude into a narrow garden, says Rachel Crow. 4. Create a garden that loves dry conditions. Image credit, Joe Thompson Garden Design/photograph Rachel Warren. If you are looking for coastal garden ideas, it pays to plan a dry garden that can withstand a lack of rain, and look to south-facing garden ideas for ways to mitigate against the potential lack of shelter and more extreme weather. Putting in coastal plants will save you the heartache of losing plants you love but which just aren't suited to the conditions, says Lucy Searle, editor-in-chief of Homes and Gardens. If the climate in your zone is wetter, you can look to include tropical garden ideas, but the key to success is always to pick plants that suit your locale. Whether you are going for a tropical or coastal garden design, consider breaking up the landscaping with rock garden ideas and gravel garden ideas. 5. Consider plants for a north-facing plot. Image credit, Tom Massey. If your garden gets little natural light, you'll need to look specifically for north-facing garden ideas. For your borders, this includes the best shade plants, including the best shrubs for shade that can keep your garden green throughout summer and winter. But it will also include tricks to keep the garden light and bright, from choosing white flowering plants to laying pale-colored, light-reflecting stone or wood for your patio. There are many different white garden ideas you could try. 6. Plant a sensory space. Image credit, RHS/Sarah Cuttle. Sensory garden ideas can be incorporated into any garden's design, whatever its style or size. Sensory gardens are all about the emotional and physical effects they have on you, explains Homes and Gardens digital editor Jennifer Ebert. This includes everything from sensory garden plants, which are a real treat for the senses, through to the textures you can enjoy visually and through touch of the materials you choose for your hard landscaping. Even the sound of trickling water can be a sensory treat, and of course, blocks out the sound of everything from traffic to neighbors. 7. Plan vertical planting into a small space. Image credit, Future/Mark Bolton. Vertical garden ideas include everything from living walls through to planting on terraces in sloping gardens. Don't be afraid to use tall or upright plants to emphasize the verticality of your plot, says gardening writer Natasha Goodfellow. Sloping gardens can be difficult to work with, but they are also often far more interesting.